Hello, everybody, and welcome to the D&D podcast you didn't ask for. One more roll. My name is Zach, the Dungeon Master, and I'm here with the contracted, got that right, boom, in your faces, one of the many teams I'll be competing in the Gauntlet of Champions. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Ralph.
You want to tell us a bit about yourself, Ralph?
I'm a college student right now. I decided to join this tournament, and that's just about it. I'm still pretty green to D&D, so this will be fun.
Okay, nice. Who's next?
Hi. You go first.
Okay, thank you, sir. Hi, my name is Will. I'm 18. I'm a New Jersey firefighter, and I've been playing D&D for around 4 years.
Damn. Okay, so you got a good amount of experience. Playing since middle school, then?
Yeah.
Fuck, man, fuck. I wish I started playing when I was in middle or high school. Did not do that. And last but not least, go ahead.
Certainly not least. I'm DeAndre. I'm 18, college student as well. I've been listening to D&D podcasts for the past 3 years, only playing for the past less than a year now. Actually, it's almost been a year.
Has it been almost a year? When did you start?
If we're counting that failed campaign that only lasted...
Okay, maybe we don't count the failed campaign. We hardly count that playing.
Exactly a year ago. Actually playing, like, what was it? Whenever the last continent started. Like,
oh shit, when did the Lost Continent start? I'm curious.
March or April, sometime around that, I'm pretty sure.
I think yeah, so either way, about 9 months of experience so far.
Yep.
With some failed experience prior to that. But you don't count that. Alright, yeah, so this is your wonderful team, which, fun fact, DeAndre had an original team with 2 other people. And
it did not work out.
It fell through, and pretty much, but a few of the other players were like, "Oh no, DeAndre's not gonna be in it," and I'm just like, "Well, yeah, he doesn't have a team." And they're like, "Fuck." I'm like, "Okay, DeAndre, if you can get me like 2 people to sign up with you in the next 24 hours, I'll give you an extension."
Keep in mind, he asked me this at like, what was it? It was like 1 a.m.
10, 11. It was near midnight, if not past midnight.
No, it was past midnight because it was
Was
when we
it?
were talking after the session for the Lost Continent.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
It was like 1 a.m. and I had somehow got 2 yeses the same night.
Yeah, no, he's like, I might be able to get him. I'm like, okay, I hope you do, and he did.
I know someone who wants to play, and I know another person who has played.
Hey, that works. That's all you need. You just need 2 people.
DeAndre dragged me into this with no context behind it. He was like, "Hey, want to play D&D?" I'm like, "Sure." I did not realize how much work I'd have to put into this.
I'm gonna be honest. This is less work than a campaign.
Jesus.
How much work
real with you?
DM's putting into this? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no, I'll be real with you. I put in. I don't want to highball it, right? So I'm gonna lowball it. I put in a couple 100 hours, I think, into this process. Into this alone, I've been joking about a tournament arc for ages. The campaign this is based on, and then players actually wanted it. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go big or go home. And then, started making it into a podcast, and I've been working on.
That's being motivated,
dude. Yeah.
Because what Elemental Evil, it's the biggest campaign currently on One More Roll.
Yeah. It's our, it's one of the campaigns I've started when I was a DM that couldn't run homebrew. I was very new. It was like it was very recent for me to get into it, and I wanted to try my hand at it. I DM'd 2 games a week when I started that. Fucking crazy of me. I don't know how I did that.
That's wild.
But
I can't imagine DMing at all, much less 2 games at the same time.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest. I can't imagine DMing 2 games at all now, just because this is taking a lot of time, right? Like a lot of things are being put on hold for this.
Can't imagine playing 2 or DMing.
Oh yeah. DMing is a lot of work. Respect your DMs, everybody. If you have a DM, go message them right now that you love them, because they put in a lot of fucking time and effort for this. I put in a lot of time to make all the NPCs and make them as unique as possible, because there's like over 50 of them I made for this.
Holy shit.
Yeah, dude. It's fucking banger. They're all sick.
You truly are a catalyst for your craft.
Yeah, no. When I've always had the quote, "I'm a vessel for my craft," right? I've always had that, because there's just times where I'm like, I'm just gonna focus on the project at hand and not worry about anything else. Not healthy, but it works. You're saying something, DeAndre?
I said that's your status on Discord.
Yeah, it is my status on Discord. To indicate, hey everybody, it's starting. Like, we're back. Last time I did this, I was still like writing stuff. That's when I used this. I was writing for fun. But now I'm writing D&D the writing never stops. It's just writing D&D campaigns now. Okay, so let's talk about your characters really quickly. DeAndre, do you want to go last or first? Because your character, you were the one that put this group together.
I'll go first.
Okay, yeah. Tell us a bit about your character. Nothing like mechanic-wise, but name, the race,
Yeah.
their class, and the backstory of them. Just the stuff that you think the audience should know going into this entire podcast.
Well, my character's name is Solomon Centauri, half-orc fighter. This character is actually like slightly recycled from that one failed.
Fuck, I forgot it was. That's so fucking funny.
So I mean, the only things that really stayed the same were the roles. Everything else was redone. Like I was not originally. I was a half-orc originally, bounty hunter, but I was not a fighter. That is.
Yeah, you. Hang on, what were you originally? You were a fighter, right?
I think I was a paladin originally. Believe it or not.
Fuck, were you a paladin?
Yeah, it was like space paladin. It would be like space gods and everything.
Because it was a space. Yeah, Unisys was a very
it's gonna be
high demand
sick.
project, dude. Really upsetting that didn't go through, but it's fine. We get to reuse the character here instead, and that's a lot of fun being able to get the chance to play the character finally. So, is he still a like a bounty hunter? Like, tell me a bit about that. Tell me a bit about his lore and his backstory.
Oh yeah, so he's still a bounty hunter. I guess his backstory would mainly be like how the well, should I say the backstory for like the team? Because that kind of ties into my backstories.
Yeah, if you want to go right ahead, whatever you think is necessary to talk about. Go right to for your full character.
I'll give like a light backstory on the team.
Yeah, do light one, and others can add to it when they introduce their characters.
Yeah. So one of the main points of the backstory was, well, my character is just a regular bounty hunter just trying to make money in the world. One of the another member on this team was my character's bounty, and through some convincing, ended up joining together and joining this tournament.
Yeah, which is pretty fucking cool, honestly. Would you say your character is when they join the tournament? And this is a question I should have asked everyone. Fuck. Now that I'm thinking about it, I just ask questions that I feel like. Are they joining for the money, the fame? Like, what's the goal in the tournament for them?
Solomon's 100% joining for the money. He's a bounty hunter.
Makes sense.
He'll do
Okay.
make a quick buck.
And 20,000 gold in your pocket personally is a quick buck right there. If I do say so myself.
He won't go too far. Like he's not like out here just slaying innocent people for money.
Yeah, you're gonna go kill a kid.
Yeah, no, yeah, but he'll join a tournament, beat some people up. That's what he loves doing, getting some money out of it. So,
all right, yeah, that's pretty fucking sick. And I noticed you're also chaotic neutral. It makes sense as a bounty hunter. You hold your own freedom above everything else. Perfectly understandable.
This is my second character I've ever played. First character, all spells. So this is the first time I'm playing something.
You did do the one shot. You did do the Halloween one shot.
The one shot is the only experience I have, and I was a barbarian. So this is mostly new.
This is a very new kit for you, yeah.
Very new. Although
I know a lot of the players that in Lost Continent that you play in, that they're expecting great things from you. They're like, oh yeah, he's gonna be good,
Yeah.
All right, who wants to go next? Who wants to follow that?
If you don't mind, I'd like to go next.
Yeah, of course. Go right ahead. Tell us a bit about your character, Will.
So my character, he is a wood elf. His name is Gortholomew, but he goes by the nickname of Gorbis.
Mhm.
By the people who know him, he is that unclaimed bounty.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He was a little bit of a wild child in his time in whatever forest, in whatever unnamed forest he was in with his family. He left home, went out to become a gambler, became a real charlatan. Very, very charismatic, very persuasive. And so as Solomon was chasing him down, he just decided, hey, you want money? I want money. I can make us more money by betting on us in each tournament. And I like to think I'm pretty lucky, so let me join, And that's, and the story wrote itself, basically.
Yeah, Solomon agreed.
He's
Yeah, but it's pretty standard story of connecting to one another, joining the common goal of getting money. Makes sense.
Enemies unite over money.
Yeah, And I notice you're chaotic good, another chaotic alignment. It fucking money driven. Now, is your background with gambling at all have to do with why you had a bounty on your head?
Yeah, actually. So there was no proof of him cheating. People believed he was cheating, so he would constantly get thrown out of casinos, out of bars, out of local gambling spots.
Mhm.
And so the whole sort of like gamblers like union almost came together and was like, yeah, this dude is like cleaning us up. We gotta stop that. So they put a bounty on his head so that
Oh,
they
okay,
wouldn't go out of business.
Gotcha. That's pretty cool. I like that a lot. So your two characters met one another before you met Ruffles over here. Your character. Do you want to tell us a bit about him?
Well, my character's name is Vamp Fan Ravaprax, also goes by just the nickname Vamp. He is a gold Dragonborn metallic class. What else? He's barbarian. Not really much to go off. He met his other teammates at the tournament itself. Not really.
Oh fuck! You guys met like at the city before the tournament, huh?
Indeed, I saw these two walking together, whispering about some money, and I was like, you know what? I want money too. I'm a pretty smart guy. Money gets you places. So I walked up to them and was wondering, like, hey, how do I get money? That's basically the end of it. Pretty simple-minded, if I don't say so myself.
Yeah, you're lucky that wasn't a pyramid scheme. You could have gotten yourself in some deep shit right there.
I'm smart.
Timeshare?
Where is it? Depends on where it is. I'll buy anything.
Oh damn!
Miami.
Where's the timeshare? Miami? Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah, dude! I'll go for that pyramid scheme any day of the week.
Just gotta sit through this 3-hour presentation.
I'm looking at your character. Obviously, a barbarian, gold dragonborn. That's a lot of fun. You know, you have the haunted one background. Do you have any like information there? Like any?
I'm basically a loner. I'm not a big fan of people unless there's some sort of, like something I can get out of it.
Like
Hence,
money.
It could be money. It could
money.
It could be a collection of more teeth, for example.
Would you like to talk about that real quick?
So, I carry around a vial of random teeth from random people I punch. It's just something I do, something I've always done. I don't know why, I just find it funny. I jiggle it around randomly if I see a baby. You know how they have like the little rattlers? I go to them and I'm like, ha, teeth, ha. You know, I'm pretty mindless sometimes, so I find amusement in the simple things.
Okay, yeah.
Basically, yeah, that's it.
And I was looking at all your heights real quick, right?
Mhm.
Why is the short one 6 feet tall? It's funny. I say short, not shortest. He's short compared to you guys. You're both 6'9".
6'9", nice.
Nice.
Like you guys are fucking tall. Like almost 7 feet tall. And this guy's like, yeah, I'm short compared to them. Crazy.
He's
Was that
still
intentional?
tall. No.
No.
I made my height before I knew what anyone else was doing.
Yeah, same here.
Now I do want to mention Ruffles.
Yes.
You ended up with your stat total breaking into the for those of you who aren't familiar, we have a little fun thing where we kind of have a tier list of the characters based on their stat total, right? And it's broken apart into different tiers based on if you hit a certain threshold. And the threshold for S tier is 100 points, and maximum you have 120. So imagine my surprise when I'm filling out the database for all this stuff, right? And the last character written out, which is Vamp, right? Breaks into the S tier category. You have 100 stat total.
Yeah, and
That's fucking insane.
This is only my second time ever playing D&D, and while making the character with Zach, I was just rolling, not knowing exactly what I was doing, and I would just come to getting just these high rolls.
It's funny, because at this point in time, I believe by the time this episode airs, and double checking real quick, yes, by the time this episode airs, it would have also been mentioned. Lost Content has been mentioned before, because Jake Arcane has been brought up before. And it's funny that I'm bringing him up now because there's two connections here with Jake to your team. One, he's the only other character to break into the S tier category.
Of course. As
he has 102 stat total and he's trying to become a god right now. So yeah, that's pretty fucking cool. And the other thing is that DeAndre, you picked your subclass because of Jake existing.
Oh my gosh, Jake has some of the most goated subclass I've ever seen.
Fucking Rune Knight Fighter.
I needed to experience it. After going from being a wizard and only being able to do like one turn every time, just sitting there waiting, I needed to get some of that hype.
No, yeah, I think you like this class a
Right.
lot.
Oh my
It's a lot of fucking fun.
I have so many abilities on this character sheet. The words are
Yeah,
so
we'll talk about
small.
that in
So much fun.
just a moment. And that moment can be now, actually, if you want to lead the strategy conversation.
Strategy.
So pretty much all you need to do, talk about any unique things you get from your race, any unique feats you have, anything from your subclass, any magical items, something that you would want to tell the audience for your kit, your arsenal, for the role that you're playing, so that they know what to expect from Solomon.
Oh boy, I got a lot of stuff to talk about right now.
Obviously, fighter has the basic extra attack, action surge, second wind, so you can skip over all that shit. You know, that's not too important.
Yeah.
Everyone who knows fighter should know what those things do. And if you don't and you're watching this for the first time, you'll find it on the tournament. It's a lot of fun. Fighter's a great class. So yeah, go ahead, lead wherever you want to lead.
One of my favorite things about half orcs is that they get relentless endurance. Playing with this is really nice because you go down to 0 health, and instead of dropping, you go right back up to 1. So you basically get an extra turn. It's like a second chance.
You know what's really interesting about that?
Mm-hmm.
Is that I'm double checking right now. I just want to make sure, right? So Goliaths, right, have that ability as well.
Mm-hmm.
But in the most recent update, they lost that ability.
Ooh, they lost it? So is it only half orcs now?
So right now, only half orcs have this, unless you play an older version of a Goliath, which I do allow if a player specifies if they want to do that, you know.
And I did something similar in the Lost Continent.
Mhm.
Waven got a life well tattoo, which gives him the same ability.
Oh my fucking god, I forgot about that. The tattoos in that game are cracked. I'm gonna be
The
real with you.
tattoos are actually broken.
Fucking
I never
every
use
his
it, though.
goddamn 50 range.
I haven't gone down since I got that tattoo. Since before I got that tattoo.
I'm sure you'll go down, you're a wizard. But more about Solomon, right? On top of relentless endurance, what else do you have for your kit?
Well, I have a lot of things that give extra damage. So savage attacks is a really good one. Score a critical hit. You roll one of the weapon damage dice an additional time, which I'm pretty sure when you roll a critical hit, you already get to roll it again, right?
Yes. So for you, because you have a great axe, your crit would do 3d12.
Yeah, and then savage attacks lets me roll one of those damage dice again.
Mhm.
So that one's pretty cracked. I have great weapons master. That one's really good. If I hit, it does damage, like a lot of damage. I haven't calculated my max damage. I probably should have done that, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty high.
Yeah, you know, I imagine it would be because you can subtract 5 to the hit and then add 10 more damage.
Mm-hmm.
Now, didn't you have an ability from your race, and I could be wrong, I thought there was an ability that let you add more. I swear there was, because I remember sitting down and talking about this, where you can get to 5d12 or 4d12 for your crit?
It might be Orcish Fury.
Orcish Fury, tell me about that.
When you hit with the, I'm just reading this off the thing. I don't have all these memorized, so
Yeah. Don't worry, I have it open too. I just want you to talk about it.
Yeah. When you hit with an attack using a simple or martial weapon, you can roll one of the weapon's damage dice an additional time, and add it as extra damage to the weapon's damage type. So if I used Orcish Fury and Savage Attacks, that is a crit plus one more roll of the damage dice plus another one for Orcish Fury.
So yeah, if you crit and use Savage Attacks and Orcish Fury, you do 5d12, I'm pretty sure.
Not only that, Orcish Fury can crit as well.
Yeah, because that's where the fifth one comes in. 5d12 is a lot. On average, 5d12 without any modifiers is 32.5 on average. And then you add your strength and the +1, so that's more like 38.5, I'm pretty sure.
And imagine if I was using Great Weapons Master when I did that as well. That's a +10 to damage.
48 damage on a crit. On average. Yeah. On average, too. That's not even max.
On average.
I think typically, I like to look at the average damage because I think that's more telling than the max. Yeah, because if you look at max, you know, great. You know how much you can do if you roll every die perfectly.
But no one's going to roll every die.
No one's going to, yeah, exactly. Especially like 5d12 rolling perfectly is so fucking possible. Yeah. You're not going to get that. But yeah, that's a really good fucking build. So it's clear to see. anyone can probably tell that you are a frontliner. You're going to be up in their faces. You're going to be a melee unit. You do have a crossbow, and you also have a long sword. I'm assuming the long sword's there in case you get disarmed.
In case I need to, in case I get disarmed, I'm pretty sure the longswords might also be holding one of my runes.
Oh shit! Yes.
No, what it is? The armor, the shield, and the crossbow are holding my rune. Because those are three things that I do not want to drop during battle.
Okay.
The crossbow I probably won't use unless I'm at a distance, and I'm not going to get disarmed from a distance, hopefully.
Oh, dude, fucking imagine.
Yeah,
I'm going to disarm 20 feet away.
I doubt anyone's going to be able to take my armor off mid-battle, so that's why I have my best rune on my armor, because that's...
let's talk about your subclass now. Obviously, Rune Knights, you get Giant Might, where you can just get bigger, and get some more damage.
I have a lot of experience with that one.
You do. I will say, it is slightly buffed in the Lost Continent, just to make things easier, because Jake has a lot of abilities to get big, so it is a bit more buffed than your version, but it's still really fucking good, because don't forget, that extra 1d6 can crit.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just free passive damage right there, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And you got fucking Runic Shield. Tell us about Runic Shield.
Alright, so another creature you see within 60 feet of you hit by an attack roll, use reaction, force the attacker to reroll, which is goated, because they could roll if they roll a nat 20, all of a sudden they have to reroll, it's no longer a crit.
Now, there is always the risk, right? There is always the risk. If someone hits them, right, and you make them re-roll and they get a natural 20 afterwards, they have to use an attack.
That's the
I have allowed it. I know Meg allows it when I use that ability. I'm like, hey, I'm going to ask the player first. You're not going to get that chance in the tournament. If the player wants to do that, you have to decide to use Runic Shield on the other player, and you could fuck over your teammate by doing that. But,
but I could also really help them out.
You could. If it's an at 20 situation, Runic Shield is basically a form of lucky, if you really think about it, without having the prejudice of, fuck, he has lucky.
Yeah, no, I did not. I was gonna take lucky as one of my feats, but that would be like painting a big target on my back, because people would be like, he has lucky, get him, like, immediately.
Yeah, let's flush those luckies. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
It's the logic situation.
The luckies are too good. The lucky is too good.
It really is. I don't know if anyone has lucky. I think maybe one NPC. Maybe one NPC has lucky, or maybe one PC has lucky. But it's been a while, so I'm not too sure.
It's like the second you say I use lucky on that, you're a target for the rest of the tournament.
And then imagine everyone who's spectating the fucking match just hears you say I'm using lucky. You paint a big target on your back.
Yeah, no. Everyone that's listening automatically knows who to go for first.
They know to bully the fuck out of you. All of them are gonna attack you. You're gonna go down before you can use lucky.
Remember in the Lost Continent when your guys' whole strategy was to defeat the wizard immediately? I have experience having a target on my back, and I don't want that.
No, that was you went invisible. It was really hard to do that.
That was trash.
Oh my god, it was so fucking funny. Okay. So you got 3 runes at level 8, which you picked Fire on your armor, Storm on your shield, and Cloud on your crossbow. So just go ahead, tell the audience a bit about each rune and kind of what they do and how you plan to use them in combat.
Okay. Well, I don't exactly know how I'm going to use them in combat, because I've never used these before. I have no experience. So I think in combat, I'm just going to feel what's right. Like, if I'm doing a lot of damage, or if I really need to use the rune, I'll use it. Mm-hmm. Or if I just feel like, okay, I could do a lot more damage if I use this rune, I'll use the rune.
Yeah, but, your fire rune crits. Rune crits.
The fire rune. If I had like everything activated and then I crit, let's see.
That'd be 3d6, 6d6 plus 5d12 plus 6.
So much damage, and plus 10 if I was using great weapons.
Oh my god, it's a plus 16. Yeah. No, it's a lot. You can do a lot if you land a good crit. Just one good crit. That's all you really need.
Yeah. Because the fire rune has the fire shackles, 2d6.
It does, and even if you don't succeed the strength save, it still does initial damage.
Yeah, still does.
Which is really nice. Although the fire rune, I'm gonna be honest, it's fucking goated.
It is.
I think it is a arguable must-have on any Rune Knight fighter.
When you're Rune Knight, I could not see any other combination that was better than with not having fire in it. It's like if you're a Rune Knight, you need fire rune. Unless you're like somehow playing a support unit, but I don't know how you fucking do that. I feel if you're playing a support unit, I feel like you wouldn't go Rune Knight though.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna be honest. If you're playing support, why are you fucking playing Rune Knight?
Yeah.
Fucking idiot. Okay, so tell me a bit about the Storm Rune then. Because I also know what this one does. Jake has Storm and Fire, so I do know what these are.
Mm-hmm. Once again, I'm just reading it off the thing. I don't have these memorized. Well, the passive thing is advantage on intelligence, Arcana checks, and you can't be surprised, so like no sneak attacks, which is nice.
Yeah, it's not gonna be useful for Torment because you know everyone's there.
Yeah. One question: are there obstacles?
There are pillars. There are
Yeah,
pillars.
yeah.
Essentially, imagine if there's the arena. There's a layer of pillars that kind of circle it. So there's an inner that you start in, and then there's an outer where if you want cover, you can use pillars for cover.
Nice. Okay. So with the Storm Rune, you enter a prophetic state for a minute where you can, when you or another creature you can see within 60 feet of you make an attack roll, a saving throw and an ability check, you can use your reaction to cause the roll to have advantage or disadvantage.
Now, what's great about this, right, is obviously it's just a better version of Runic Shield.
Yeah.
Which means if you have Storm Rune activated, which you don't even need to activate it immediately because you have Runic Shield,
Yeah.
it is essentially just an insane version of Lucky, and a lot of people don't really see it as that.
Yeah.
Like, the hate of Lucky is not there for Storm Rune,
Yeah.
and it is actually fucking completely goated.
Like, it's like imagine someone's making an attack roll. The other person's like one hit. They need this attack and they miss. Advantage. They get another chance. It's cracked.
Of course, it has the downside of its one reaction at
Yeah.
all, but it's still really fucking good, despite that small, hey, you gave one of these for all 6 people going in a round.
Yeah.
And with only 6 people, honestly, let's be real here. That's not a lot of... You have 3 opponents. That's not a lot.
Yeah.
So, giving advantage or disadvantage is fucking huge.
Yeah, I faced 20 at one point, so 6 is...
Yeah. Yeah, Storm Rune's a lot harder to use when you're against 20 opponents. Cloud Rune, I do not have. So you gotta tell me about this one.
Alright. So, first of all, it gives you advantage on dexterity. Checks on charisma, deception checks. When you are a creature, you can see within 30 feet of you is hit by an attack roll. You can use a reaction to invoke this rune and choose a different creature within 30 feet of you, other than the attacker. The chosen creature becomes the target of the attack using the same roll.
Holy shit.
He is goated. So, imagine this. The enemy hit us with something big. Like, say they have like
a nat 20 or...
Yeah, something big, like a nat 20, it's a crit, it's goated, it's going to do a lot of damage. Well, it's going to do a lot of damage to someone not on our team. It's going to do a lot of damage to someone on their team.
Kenny, you just fucking apply it to an enemy? I gotta fact check this, dude. Hold on. I didn't take this shit. Somehow. I need to see this. Wait, which rune is this?
Cloud Rune.
In addition, when you or a creature is hit by an attack roll, you can use a reaction to invoke the rune, choose a different creature. Oh my god.
Yeah. So, imagine their cockiness. So, like, I am going to do so much damage, you're going to do so much damage to your teammate.
You fucking imagine if someone used Cloud Rune when you got your ultimate nat 20.
Like, imagine
everything.
They get like a nat 20, they're about to do like 50 damage, and their teammate next to them is hurt. They just down their own teammate.
That's so fucking cool. I love that shit. Now keep in mind, you do have to use that ability before knowing the damage.
Yeah.
Just keep that in
mind.
I
mean, if they crit, I use that ability like right away.
Immediately, yeah.
They're gonna do quite a lot of damage if they crit.
Yeah. So, pretty huge. So you have a pretty insane arsenal. It seems like your abilities for Storm Rune, Cloud Rune, and Runic Knight allow you to kind of manipulate the battlefield, which we've seen you and I personally with Jake, as he does that a lot. But now you can do this in a tournament setting with very few opponents on the other side, so it's really good for you.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna be honest, it's fucking goated, and I think you'll definitely be able to use the full potential of this kit, as long as you can figure out how to use it quick enough, right?
Yeah. That's the one downside. If I was really experienced at this, I would be like cracked. But
still on the newer end of D&D, but that's fine. That's fine. Newer end doesn't mean you're bad. It just means that you got experienced the game.
Yeah, it just means I can get better.
All right. So who's next? Who wants to follow that? Who wants to tell me about their character? They're dead silent.
I can go.
Okay. Tell us about Gorbis, in terms of like anything that comes from his race, his subclass, his any feats or magic weapons? Tell us about that.
So he is a ranger rogue, subclassing into Gloomstalker and Assassin.
Mhm.
He doesn't really get a lot from his race. Nothing really big.
Yeah, it's more like passive roleplay stuff, I would say, as
Yeah.
a wood elf.
Biggest thing is dark vision, really. He gets a thing from Ranger, though, that was optional. Usually Rangers have this thing where they get a favorite enemy where they have additional like wisdom checks, like survival checks against tracking that enemy. But there's an optional for, I guess, a more urban setting where it's a favorite foe, where a creature that I have attacked and hit, I now can do an extra 1d4 damage to them if I concentrate on them.
Yeah, pretty much. We're using Tasha's Cauldron for Ranger because who the fuck plays base Ranger? Yeah, it's kind of dog shit. So this is just a better version of Ranger all around, and I think it's gonna help your build because you are very much, from what I can tell, a striker.
Yeah, so essentially, I also have, so before I reveal what the concept of the build is, I want to preface I have a rare magic bow called the Dragonwing Bow, which allows me to do an extra 1d6 damage of, I believe I picked radiant damage.
I think you also picked Radiant, yes.
Because nothing has a resistance to radiant damage.
Mm-hmm.
And so, essentially, the build is I go first in initiative, and then I pick out one. We'll either go with calling them a target or maybe even a victim, and deleting them from the game, it seems.
Okay. Yeah. So your goal is as obviously Assassin Rogue, which I see you have, is very much a turn 1 kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
So your goal is to really utilize that turn 1 and potentially
Just try and get someone out as early as possible.
That'll be huge. Getting someone out turn 1 means they have to waste a turn healing someone, which is fucking massive. Now I notice your bow. Do we make it a +1 bow or is it just a regular dragon bow?
I believe we made it just a regular dragon bow.
All right. Then I'm just going to. I'm noticing your character sheet. I think it would be. I could be wrong. A +7 to hit, not a +8. Then
You might want to make sure you didn't buy a +1 bow.
I might.
I'm pretty sure he just bought the dragon bow because that already costs quite a bit of money.
I thought it would be a +8 though with my mods. And with the bow, I think. Nope. It might be a +7.
Yeah, I just want to make sure we're on the same page here. I've done that to a few other people. I'm like, hey, just you can't use this. Someone had the wrong armor at one point in time. I'm like, hey, just you can't use that ability with that armor on. So what do you get? What do you get from your subclasses besides Assassinate? Because I just mentioned that it's a turn 1. You have advantage on the shot. Of course,
advantage on the shot. It's supposed to automatically crit if it hits.
It's supposed to, if they could be surprised.
That's what I wanted to ask you about. Technically, as a bonus action, I have cunning actions. So technically, could I bonus action hide, pop out, and then attack?
Let's find out. Surprise definition, right? For D&D 5e. This is what I need exactly. It's any character that doesn't notice a threat that is surprised at the start of an encounter, right? Surprise is a condition you get at the start of an encounter. Unfortunately, that means you probably won't be able to get it because they are very aware that there are 3 of you.
Yes.
If I'm correct, I just want to make sure. I think he utilizes the surprise round a lot, where you attack an unsuspecting target. Everyone is very aware that there's going to be 3 of you entering the arena.
Okay.
So unfortunately, you can't get the automatic crit, but you do still get the advantage on the shot.
I still get advantage.
Which does activate your sneak attack.
Which is really big for me because that's where a good chunk of my damage comes from.
Especially if you get a nat 20 on the advantage. That'd be fucking huge because your sneak attack doubles, your main damage doubles. And tell us a bit about the Gloomstalker stuff now, because I feel like that's part of your kit.
Gloomstalker is the main thing.
Yeah, anyone who actually is really well versed in D&D probably knows Gloomstalker Assassin. It's pretty common.
It is very
min-max build, but obviously it's level 8, so it's not complete. So go on and tell it to people who do not know.
So Essentially, the concept is you get first initiative, you attack, and level 5 Gloomstalker, I have 2 attacks. So that's already 2d8 if both of them hit. And then I make an additional attack if one of them hits. I get to make an additional attack that does an additional d8.
Does the additional attack take a bonus action, or is it just a?
It's just another thing I could do.
That's really good then, because that's just 3 attacks in one turn.
It's just 3 attacks in one turn.
And typically, it's that. Of course, this does mean you only get sneak attack on the first turn, but that's still really fucking good nonetheless.
48 plus an additional 3d6 plus an additional 2d6 off sneak attack.
No, I do know. You did the calculations to figure out your. I believe you went for max damage, is what you were trying to
max
make.
possible damage.
So tell me about the. I don't know if you have the average, but just tell me the max. What is the max damage that you can distribute on a single turn?
I cannot find the max total because I've seemed to lost that number, but I remembered it breached 200. It breached 200 of a mix of piercing and radiant damage.
I think
on
that
the
might
first
be
turn.
right.
It is right.
That's max if you land crits on everything, though, I'm pretty sure.
Crit
right?
on everything and max damage.
Which is very unlikely. If that happens, dude, the thing is, you're all rolling online, right? So I'll see your rolls digitally because they're GM rolls, so only you and I can see it. I would be popping the fuck off if you managed to somehow max every single roll. That's incredible that happens.
I feel like at that point, the enemy player or character will just I feel like they just get smited on the spot at that point.
Yeah. I'm gonna make it where they don't die because if they did, you'd be DQ'd. I also know. So before I mention this, you seem to be a backliner, right? Kind of the bow kit. But I see you also have, as a dex build, 2 short swords on top of that. Do you plan to utilize those at all?
If I have to.
What are the odds that happens if someone gets close to you? But you have close quarter shooting, right?
I do have close quarter shooting. It's really a fallback if I lose my bow, drop my bow, something like that. Something horrendous happens, because there's only 2 scenarios. I get disarmed, or I am just stupid and drop my bow. Because I'm not gonna run out of ammo because the bow actually has a thing where it does not. I require no ammunition. It generates its own.
Which is fucking awesome.
So if anything, the short sword will just be oh, oops. Well, gotta go stab. That's essentially just it. If I can't shoot, I gotta stab.
Yeah, something goes wrong and you lose the bow somehow. You're taking out swords, which you still get 3 attacks, I'm pretty sure, right? Because you get 2 from extra attack, and then you get a bonus action to swing with the short sword as well. Granted, you don't get. I don't think you have dueling, so I don't think you get to roll the damage from the dex.
I just get the. I'm pretty sure I only get the 2 attacks. Just 2 attacks with the short sword.
No, you get 3.
How do I get 3?
You give extra attack, right? You swing twice.
So 2.
But short sword is a light weapon, which means it qualifies for dueling.
I do not have dueling.
Well, the dueling ability only makes it so that, and I could be wrong, but this is how we play it, and this is what I'm going to implement, that you can duel without it, you just can't add your dexterity to the damage. So you still swing this short sword normally, but it's just going to be a d6. It's just a flat d6 for that. So it's still you still get 3 swings, it's just your third one's going to be a bit weaker because it's your offhand. That's the logic.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Which personally, I think it should you shouldn't even add dexterity to the roll to hit, but I guess that makes sense that you do because otherwise it'd be really shitty. But yeah. So you kind of are a striker build backliner where you focus on high damage. Do you imagine that you have a set target to aim for? Is there a certain role that you want to eliminate turn 1?
Whatever their backline, either another rogue, another ranger, or a cleric if someone either has some sort of caster, some sort of healer.
Okay. So you're gonna be ignoring the more tankier, bulkier guys.
If they are say there's a 3 stack of tanks.
Yeah. They're all beefcakes.
If they're all beefcakes, I'm aiming for the biggest one.
Oh shit! Okay, that's cool. I like that.
Aim for the biggest one to chunk his HP.
Is there anything else about your character you want to mention? Oh, you have spells. Fuck, you have spells. Holy shit! Any of those spells gonna be useful for you?
Healing Spirit, Lesser Restoration is gonna be good. Hunter's Mark, and Ensnaring Strike are gonna be the biggest ones.
Okay. How do you plan to utilize them?
So Hunter's Mark I'm gonna use as a bonus action because I could just put that onto someone, and then I get another, I believe, an additional D6 on every attack, either D6 or D4.
Now, question: is your ability for your favorite foe is that concentration? Because I thought it was. I could be wrong.
It acts as if it's concentration, but I'm
Okay.
not sure if it is concentration.
Okay, but access concentration, that means that I'm pretty sure it is
For
concentration.
1 minute or until you lose your concentration, as if you're as if you were concentrating on a spell.
Yeah, which means you would not be able to stack that and Hunter's Mark, unfortunately. But it's
Well,
another
yeah, but
option if you want to use.
The thing is, I could do Hunter's Mark. I'd probably take Hunter's Mark over it,
Oh, really?
because Hunter's Mark is an additional 1d6 damage, while Favorite Foe is 1d4, and I could use Hunter's Mark without
Are
having
you
to attack
sure
first.
favorite foe is 1d4?
Yes, I'm looking at Ranger right now.
I'm probably checking this.
You
Sorry.
increase that damage by 1d4. Because I'm not 6th level, so it's not 1d6, and I'm not 14th level.
Oh
so it's
shit, you're right. I'm like, you're late though. No, you're multi-classing. So you're right. It's 1d4. So Hunter's Mark is better for you then. You're completely correct. My apologies. I was wrong.
And I also get the additional 1d6 damage off on the first turn, because I'm going to bonus action prior, mark
Yeah.
them, and then just zone in.
Damn, you got a whole idea here, a whole plan.
I've planned this.
Okay. Is there anything else you wanna mention about your character before we move on to our third one?
I do not believe so. I believe
Okay.
that covers about everything.
Got it. Vamp. Let's hear about him.
Well, first off, I was listening to you guys, and I feel so unbelievably unprepared because being so green to this, you guys have so much depth into your characters. You multi-classed, you know all the shit about your characters. Me, I'm just here like, the fuck am I doing?
You know, sometimes everyone's got to start somewhere, right? I've run so many like new players before. At this point, like a lot of my games always start with only new players because I wanted to get as many people into the game as possible, and it worked. So don't feel bad that this is like a new experience for you. I just focus on having fun, right? Race-wise, Dragonborns, I'm guessing you know what their big race ability is, right?
Yeah.
Which you actually, because you took the one from Fizban's Treasury. That's probably my favorite D&D book right now from actual Wizards of the Coast publishing. So love that thing to death. I'll have a whole campaign I'm going to be building around it eventually. You have a very unique ability, I believe, if I'm correct. You have a normal breath weapon, and you have the metallic breath weapon.
Mm-hmm.
So do you actually know what your metallic breath weapon does? Like I'm not saying that like sound kind of something. I want to know, like, take it away. Take it whatever you can talk about. I want to hear from you.
Well, I'm not really sure what my metallic breath weapon does. I'm telling you right now. I have like almost no clue what it does. I'm going to be studying this character a lot more so that when the day comes, I'll be able to actually use it.
You got like a month. Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah. So I'll be definitely doing that. I mean, not really sure what to talk about. I'm just straight up barbarian, plain and simple as that. I don't know how to multi-class, so I didn't. I just went barbarian because honestly, I'm purely a simpleton in real life, so works out both ways.
I'll tell you this. In my opinion, I think barbarian is the best class in the game for this tournament. So not multi-classing could be ideal. It could work. You just gotta hit hard. That's your entire build.
That's basically my entire mindset, really. It's like just go and hit something. At least something.
For the people who are aware or are curious what the metallic breath weapon does, I'll explain it really quickly. It replaces one of your attacks with a 15-foot cone, and you can either use a enervating breath, fuck if I know how to pronounce it, which is a con save where you incapacitate an opponent till the start of your next turn, or repulsion breath, which is a strength save or be pushed 20 feet away and knocked prone, both of which can be used quite nicely to add to your kit. Because if you start off by knocking someone prone or incapacitating them, you can get different conditions that kind of help you out on your next swing, which is ideal for Barbarian because you give yourself advantage on your swings thanks to Reckless Attack. With the downside that everything has advantage on you. Rage obviously makes so that you can tank most of your hits, which basic stuff. You have a +1 Great Axe, which is another, again, just like what Solomon has on his kit. Swing and hit hard as you can, and you ended up taking Path of the Beast actually.
Yeah, so that when you were explaining to me all those different things, Path of the Beast actually really interested me.
So can you? I know you can't explain on a mechanical level that well because you're still very new. But explain why it interested you, if you could. Or what drew you to pick that as your decision?
I'm looking at it right now, and what really interests me was Form of the Beast,
Okay, yeah.
where when in rage, I can choose from three different things: bite, claws, or tail.
Hmm.
And what bite does is it deals 1d8 piercing damage on a hit once on each of your turns. Which is basically the basic premise of that one. Then there's another one. The claw does it deals 1d6 slashing damage on a hit.
Yeah.
Would And then I have tail, which is the one that interests me the most because what tail does is you grow a lashing spinning tail that deals 1d8 piercing damage on hits that has the reach property. Sorry, I can't read.
No, good.
Basically it allows me to if I see an attack coming within 10 feet of me, I can somewhat deflect it.
Yeah, you have the ability as a reaction
Mm-hmm.
to swipe your fucking tail if something is attacking you within 10 feet of you, and you roll a d8 and add that to your fucking AC. Your AC is 18.
Yeah.
You can get to a 26 AC on a turn,
That's really why Form of the Beast really interested me.
which is fucking insane. Usually a lot of barbarians tend to not care about their AC too much because the logic is, oh, I'm going to use reckless attack anyways, so they're going to have advantage to hit me. They're probably going to hit me, right?
Mhm.
So they don't really mind it because they can tank it with their HP. But honestly, as long as they don't get a natural 20, there's a good chance you can block a really powerful attack coming at you. Like if you know something's gonna be like heavy, right?
Mhm.
You can just be like, yeah, you know what, fuck that. Someone's like about to drop an inflicted wounds on your ass or some shit like that, which is a very dangerous spell. You'll learn that very soon when someone drops it on your ass. You could just be like, yeah, you know what, fuck it, you're not hitting this turn. I don't want you to.
Yeah, and honestly, seeing how I barely know anything by, name, I think I need all the help I can get on deflecting any sort of attack that I have no idea what it is.
Yeah, I will say, it is in your best interest to. I don't know if you want to research it however you want to. I would suggest sitting down with your team to kind of run by some things to watch out for because obviously in the tournament they can't warn you about what's about to happen to you
Mm-hmm.
because that's not allowed. That's metagaming, and you guys stay in character.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna be very strict. One thing I'm gonna be doing is like if you use a breath weapon, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you say you use it and you don't realize that your allies in the range of the breath weapon, it doesn't matter. You said you used it already.
Mm-hmm.
And I know a lot of spellcasters are going to have to really adapt to that because they're going to say a spell and where they're using it on. And fortunately for you, you're not a spellcaster because otherwise I think you'd have a hard time adapting to that. Just because you're new. No, I'm not insulting you. I think it is a hard thing for a new player to grasp, especially like when you cast like Fireball. Oh shit, I didn't realize my ally is in the range of Fireball,
Mm-hmm.
which could be an issue. You do resist fire damage though, so that's also a nice thing in your kit because now you resist 4 damage types because you can when you rage you resist slashing, bludgeoning, piercing. So it seems like your character's also similar to Solomon's build where you're also a heavy hitter, kind of a tankish build.
Yeah.
Which is good honestly because it's easy to play. I'll be honest, I think Barbarian's easy to play.
That's really why I chose them because they're quite straightforward, and that's really it. They're just quite straightforward, and I know what I want, and I don't have to go through multiple things. I don't have to memorize a lot.
Yeah, I will say it is going to be a bit difficult. I think it's difficult for anybody to be thrown into level 8 combat for the first time without having been explained combat prior. So again, I would just suggest sitting down with your team and talking about potential like things to watch out for, how to do it properly, just to play it a bit safe. You know what I mean?
Yeah, perfect.
You don't have to do it. You don't have to do it.
I probably will.
I'm just giving you a suggestion I would personally recommend to you to further your experience in this tournament because I think knowing what you're doing is part of the fun. If you don't know what's going on, you're not gonna have a good time.
Yeah, no, and I'll probably ruin the experience for others as well.
Potentially. So yeah, play it safe.
Or to make it funnier.
Or make it funnier.
Fuck you,
Let's talk
DeAndre.
about synergy though. So this is a topic for all three of you guys, right? Synergy on your characters. How do you plan to work as a group in order to win? Do you have a way to mesh together? It seems like you have 2 frontliners and a backliner. Is there a strategy going into this that helps you guys help one another, or are all of you kind of like your own units and just doing your own things.
Diamond formation.
Diamond formation?
100%.
You don't
Diamond
have that information. There's no 4 of you.
There doesn't need to be 4. Half diamond.
Yeah, triangle.
Triangle formation.
2 heavy hitters in the front. We shield. We shield the backline in the back. We hit in the front. We take the fire. He gives the fire.
Okay, okay.
Yes. If all else fails, whoever's the biggest one, if all else fails, I'll just hop on their back. I hop on their back.
Yeah.
He runs
and
in.
if
We go in together, close quarter shooting.
if they come after you, I have runic shield and cloud rune. So
Interesting. So it seems like you two are gonna be like a wall of sorts to keep Grimbo safe.
Oh, no,
the
100%.
bear. You take the fire. Because we don't have any healers.
I do
So like we can't
I do a little healing, not a lot, not like a
bit.
crazy
Yeah.
amount. I do a bit.
it's enough to
marginal.
keep you alive.
Yeah.
It's like
In the heat of the moment, I doubt it would turn the tide of battle for us too.
yeah, because we don't have like a specific healer, like someone whose main
Yeah.
focus is
Yeah.
healing. So we can't let a teammate
No,
die
not at all.
because that is a huge burden.
Because then at that point it'd become a 2v3 potentially, and that'll be
2v3.
very overwhelming.
That's if we haven't found all their characters. But like, I think the main goal, keep everyone alive. Because if one of us is taken down, then it's a lot easier to take.
Let me
the
ask
other
this
down.
then. Out of the 3 of you, in your guys' opinion, you guys have different opinions on this one. You don't have to all agree. Out of all 3 of you, if you guys lost one person, right? Which person would you have to lose essentially to be we're fucking screwed? Who has to go down to be like we're fucked? Out of the 3 of you, obviously anyone going down is bad, but if one of you going down was the worst case scenario, which is the one?
I think it's DeAndre. DeAndre's character, Solomon.
I'd say, yeah, I don't, yeah, I'd say it would be me because I have the ability to stop one of us from going down
Mhm.
with my cloud rune. If I have that, and one of our characters and one of my teammates is about to go down, I could use that and help them out, like so they don't take any of that damage.
Mhm.
So if I'm down, there's nothing to stop. You know, there's not that barrier
Yeah.
to stop them from taking down one of my teammates.
Yeah, yeah, you know
Solomon
that
has
makes sense.
the most survivability out of all of us.
Yeah. I also have relentless endurance.
Mhm.
So
You can
I mean,
tank a hit.
if I'm going, yeah, I can tank. So if I'm going down, something's wrong. You know, we have to do something
Yeah.
else. Like if me or Ralph are going down, we better hope we already have.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Gorbis
We-
is the lowest priority because his longevity, all of his value is prioritized until round 1.
So Gorbis essentially round 1. So if he goes down, not a big deal. You guys can still win.
We're basically
Mm.
playing Protect the VIP.
But we're hoping he doesn't because we don't want to.
Obviously, that makes it a lot harder.
because him being up is damage, even no matter what.
Yeah.
He's gonna
Oh,
do something.
for sure. And it also makes sense that Solomon is the. And I'll be honest, I agree with you guys. I think it's Solomon because you're kind of playing a bit of a control build. I don't think that's an actual
Yeah.
term, but you are controlling the battlefield
Trying to control the
as
field,
much as you can. Granted, of course, you only have one reaction that you can use
Mhm.
per turn, which is huge for your kit. It seems like reactions will be your biggest. Like, you know, you got actions, you got bonus actions. Reactions are your biggest thing. That's like for you.
Yeah.
That's your control, and I believe.
I
Go on.
I think probably one of my strongest things. I think my strongest thing, besides the fact that if I crit, I can do an insane amount of damage, is my cloud rune. Because the ability to just save one of my teammates on a reaction is really
Now,
good.
do keep in mind that you only have one cloud rune per battle,
Yeah,
and also
but that may be all that's needed.
you're right, and also again, it is used before the damage is rolled. That is the
Yeah.
big thing. But I do see the appeal.
Yeah, because there's certain situations where I know I would need to do it. For instance, if they crit and they're about to do a lot of damage, I know to use it. And also, if one of my teammates is low and they're going after him, I know to use it. So there are certain situations where you know to use it even without knowing how much damage they're doing.
I will also say I'm probably gonna put this to a poll when I get closer to the actual event beginning, but I am debating on making it where I will announce when a character is currently in their beaten state or in their bloodied state. And for those of you who are probably hearing this for the first time because I haven't mentioned this in any other episode, beaten means you're 50% of your HP. Bloodied means you're 25% of your HP. So it's conditions to describe your character without saying how much HP you have, because that's metagaming. And we're trying to avoid that as best we can, because metagaming is unfair, and I really don't want to have to roll psychic damage on people, because that could matter. That could change the tides, especially because I'm not going to make it a D4. I'm going to make it a high roll, depending on what the information is that they metagame. But yeah, it seems like you guys have a pretty good head on your shoulders going into this. Obviously, Vamp as a character is not fully understood by Ralph yet, but that's just because you haven't, experienced D&D before.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping this is a fun first experience for you. I'm hoping you're going to enjoy this.
I hope so too.
And I did mention, obviously, yeah, campaigns are more demanding than this is, just because you gotta actually be a part of a story. This is more like a for fun like side thing that a lot of people are just doing, and it seems like a lot of people are enjoying this. And obviously, it helps that Vamp is a really good character. Like stat wise, you're fucking insane.
The rolls were crazy.
Oh, yeah, you were there
How?
I gotta read these stats. Going down: 20 strength, 16 dex, 20 con, 13 intelligence, 15 wisdom, 16 charisma. Like,
You rolled health, didn't you? Also, right?
Did I?
Didn't you roll over average health?
I can check right now.
I think.
As a barbarian,
'Cause-
he starts off with 17 HP, right? And then he has 7 levels. On average, it would be 12. So 7 times 12.
Because your health broke 100.
Yeah,
right?
it did.
Okay, 84 plus 17. Yeah, you're 6 over. You're 6 over.
Nice.
You have 107 health compared to 101 average.
All I know is that I use my lucky dice. That's all I know.
Yeah. When I think some of your luck rubbed off on me, because after you rolled those rolls, when I rolled my health, I got
Dude,
way
fucking
over.
97 for your HP.
bro.
What's
it's
your
cracked.
average?
Like I didn't roll below the I didn't roll a below average roll on any rolls from
I want to
that.
make sure you use a D10, right?
Yes.
Okay, because I see you wrote down D12 and D10 for your hit die. I'm like, I just want to make sure you didn't cheat.
Yeah, no, the D12
You did on
is
camera.
for the great axe, I'm pretty sure. The D10 is for the longsword. I just wrote down both so I remembered both.
Oh, I'm looking at your hit. You know what a hit dice is, right?
Oh, is that the
That's your like your short rest HP thing.
Oh, okay. I wrote the wrong thing in the wrong spot. It's one D10, right?
I'm like, yeah. What do you have? You have in total. You have 8 D10 for hit die.
Okay. Okay.
Wait,
I did
did
not
you
roll
like
with I did not roll with D12s for my health.
No, I saw it. You rolled on camera, so I
Yeah,
know you're not lying,
yeah.
right? I just want to make sure. I'm like, I'm just double
Oh,
checking.
I wrote it right under two in the attacks box. I wrote the great.
Yeah, I
axe
see it, I
buff.
see it.
Nice.
Let me ask this then. You guys kind of have a mix of initiative stuff, right? Gorbis has a +4 initiative.
I actually went back into my I read into Ranger or into what the fuck? I think it's either Ranger or Gloomstalker, one of the two. But
Yeah.
I get to add my wisdom to my initiative.
Oh shit, that's gonna be Gloomstalker then. Let me double check that real quick.
I'm pretty
Because
sure.
that is not a base ranger thing. I know the base class is like the fucking back of my hand.
I got a
That's
plus
why.
2 to
Swear to
initiative.
God, I saw it somewhere.
Yeah, it's Dread Ambusher. You're right. So you have a
Mhm.
+6.
Wow.
I did
now.
a +6.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I need to get a band-aid quickly. I dropped a knife on my foot. I'll be right back.
Holy shit, dude! We're not even in the tournament yet.
Haven't
Fucking
played it.
hell,
I
dude!
I just dropped a
Oh,
knife on
my
my foot.
God.
I'll be right back.
Body
Don't worry
down
about
already.
Wow.
Fuck.
Man,
Not a good
I got
sign. Not a good
damage.
sign.
He's
I think this
pummeling it.
foreshadows who's losing first round.
Nah.
You
Don't
judge
say
me?
that, don't say that.
Are you judging me? Are you judging me while I'm here, like with a knife, like in my toe?
How bloody is your foot?
Oh, it's not bleeding yet, but the knife is still in my toenail, so I'm debating.
Jesus, dude. Oh, no. Okay. Go deal with that. I don't
Look,
want to
it's on my-
get the
it's-
SpongeBob image in my head.
It's
Okay.
on my big
You go.
phone. I'm debating
oh,
whether
No,
to
you
pull it
gotta
out
deal
or
with
not.
that. You gotta deal with that. Okay, don't talk about it. Don't talk
Are you
about it.
thinking about
Fuck,
this?
man.
Squidward one with the.
Yes.
That's actually what it looks
God.
like. That's actually what it looks like.
Oh no! Don't
Go-
subscribe it to the audience.
Go deal with that. That
You know,
Go deal
image
with that.
on
Okay,
my
we'll
mind.
handle it.
actually, if I pull it out, it will bleed. So never mind.
No. Shut up.
Go deal with that.
Shut up. Go away.
No,
Go deal with that. Come back when you're better.
Never mind. Continue.
Yeah, come back when you're better. Okay. I'll buy some time for the next session.
Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah. Okay. While we're dealing with the injury, we don't have any like health experts in the field. If you get hurt in real life, that's kind of on you.
Oh, it's okay.
I can only handle your characters not dying, right? You dying outside of the game is
I'm
not
back.
my field. Welcome back. Is your toe feeling better?
I mean, it just fell on the nail. It's a big ass knife, but it fell on the nail, so it's not bleeding yet. But I see the pool like underneath the nail, so
Did it like
That's
break
bad.
through the nail?
there's like blood.
Dude,
underneath
how
the nail,
sharp
so-
is your fucking? Is it a butter knife or like a fucking butcher's knife?
You want to see it?
No.
Oh, the
Wait,
knife is
Guys,
or your foot?
expensive.
Yeah, look here.
Okay, you know.
It's a knife.
My God, you're just playing with a
yeah.
pocket knife?
Yeah, no, look here. Look. I have this one. I have this one. I
Homie
have
has the cat
this
ear
one.
headphones.
I have
He's got the pink
This
cat.
one.
Yeah, you're having some kind of
I
base, bro.
have
No,
I have
that's fucking
this
awesome.
one.
Jesus, dude.
I have
I'll also
this
handle it.
one. And
I
these
think
are
he's on, like,
just the
7.
ones on my desk. I have this one. And then I have this one, and these are just the ones on my desk.
Can I ask why you collect those? Just an out of character thing. I'm curious.
Just a hobby, honestly. So
I
my
respect
grandfather carries a pocket knife with him at all times, and I think to myself, why not? It's a really good fucking tool, and ever since then, I just carry a pocket knife every day of the week.
That's why you have a jacket where the inside is just filled with pocket knives, right?
Oh no, yeah, I'm the type of guy you'll see around a corner. I'll be like, "Hey, you want a knife?" I'll just pull a trench coat, and you'll just like cutlery all over the inside of the trench coat.
Cutlery.
And they all drop on your 1 foot.
Oh yeah, no, I mean like, yeah, no, they're all razor sharp to the point where they shave hair off your arm. So
Shit. Okay.
yeah,
okay,
no,
okay.
I don't buy knives or use knives unless they're that sharp. It upsets me if they're not.
Everyone's got
Fuck.
something.
Okay. Well, that's a bit of information for you guys about Ralph over here. He likes knives, little pocket knives. They're sharp as fuck. Okay, and let's move on to our back to the regularly scheduled program. We're gonna talk about my favorite section, which is the actual, not the bracket, but the other teams on your side of the bracket. Yay! Because we voted, and people don't want you guys to see the bracket until it's in character, which is fair. I think that's more fun. So how this is gonna work is I'm going to read off a team name. I'll tell you if it's an NPC or PC team name, and you're gonna tell me your immediate thoughts on them, right?
Okay.
You can use their name, or because that's the surface level information I'm giving you, to assume things. Or you can even use this Discord if you know people on that team. You can assume things. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Let me find where you guys are. You guys are here. Okay. It's all in alphabetical order, so there's nothing you can do to assume anything. Okay.
Got it.
So first up is the Blood Drop Brotherhood, an NPC team name.
Huh.
What are your thoughts on that?
Blood drop.
Blood Drop Brotherhood.
The Blood Drop Brotherhood.
To
Yep.
me, that sounds like a band of barbarians,
Mm-hmm.
band of fighters,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
band of bounty hunters. Actually,
All right. A little bounty hunter kind of group. Yeah.
that's what kind of vibe that ticks me off. So I'm not imagining. I'm assuming some like big macho people and
I agree,
one
I agree.
small little caster.
one like 4'9" twink caster.
Yeah, no,
You know?
I was about to
Yeah.
say the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! I bent the tip
If
of the
we're
knife.
fighting him, he's my number one target.
I'm thinking.
Okay.
Blood drop brothers. I'm thinking they all look very similar. I'm thinking
thinking they're
it's one of those
triplets.
Teams. Yeah. No, I'm thinking it's one of those
Triplets.
teams
Interesting.
I'm thinking they're
where-
all like brothers.
where they're all very similar, like meathead tanks.
Okay.
you see-
Okay.
I was thinking that, but I'm thinking more along the lines of they're from a similar guild.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
brothers like
That's the vibe I'm getting, like a brotherhood.
It is Brotherhood in the name. Yeah. All right.
Mhm.
Next team is Dropping the Ball, a player team.
oh
Ball.
Dropping
Please,
the ball.
is it spelled the BAWL?
BALL.
Okay.
Like the actual dropping. Like if you were drop a ball.
I feel like that. I
So
feel like
it's
that's a
not-
misnomer. You know,
there's
what I
only
mean?
two
I
people
feel
on
like
this team.
No.
Wait, how do I? Where do
There's
I
three.
see?
If they're offline, they will not appear in that
Oh,
category. You
okay.
have to go to the offline section to find who it is.
Wait, where can you even see this?
On the sides, you're all
Oh, yeah.
categorize.
Oh,
I
yeah,
The
labeled you all.
issue is looking for the color because everything's dim in the offline section.
Holy shit, we are.
I labeled you all. Yeah, you're all classified. If I needed
You
to
are
like,
tedious, my
I'm
man.
just really lazy
You are
to look.
tedious.
I keep myself busy.
He's thorough.
I'm
Who's the other member? KOB?
KOB is the third member of Dropping the Ball. If
Okay.
you know if the other two are not KOB. Yep.
And I feel like this is a misnomer. They want to trick you with their name.
Okay. Yeah. So you think they're pretty strong then?
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that they're not strong either.
Okay. I know two of the people on this team.
Mhm.
Obviously, I've talked to them. I've conversed
Yeah.
with them. I even play with some of their characters.
Yes, Dom and Kyo. You've been playing with them.
Yup. So,
What are your thoughts? Because you have the most experience with these players.
I don't really know what to expect. I mean, I feel like Dom probably has a really strong character. I feel like he would go with, once again, like a barbarian style character. I feel like he
Barbarian. Okay.
do something like that. And Q, I feel like Q would go with. I feel like I'm getting this
I feel
horribly
like-
wrong.
No. This is my read. I don't know who plays Matthew Barton, if that's even their player name.
That
Or
is
their
their
character
character name.
Okay. No read on them. Judging from their about me, I get the strong paladin crayon eating vibes. That's what I'm feeling. I'm
Oh
giving
my
you-
god, it's too fucking funny.
I get the strong paladin crayon eating vibes. Q, never met them. Just read their introduction. Writing a sitcom, getting made. Congrats, by the way. But
He's in process. He's finding like an artist and stuff like that. It's a whole thing. I don't know what's gonna happen with that. I'm just gonna
AFK.
but I just see that it's made.
Who?
That's
You?
being
Yeah.
made.
AFK like.
Well, no, offline, not AFK. Offline. I'm looking for them, but I can't.
Oh,
find
he's
them.
online.
No,
He's under
I know
Balthazar
that-
Under
Windsor.
drop.
Balthazar
Yeah,
Windsor.
he's got the yellow profile.
It's so
I just
dark.
see Q.
They picked that color. What do you want from me? You all picked your colors.
I'm about to
We
change
just
to light
got-
mode.
No, you
Oh,
won't.
bro,
no, you
no,
won't.
don't do
I'm
it.
about to do
Nah.
that.
Nah, this man's about
I've
to.
been
Bro, I
doing
got
that stuff for
sniped
the
on your
past 5
location right
minutes.
fucking
Light mode
now.
is nothing.
Get him out of here.
Anyways, you're banning you from the tournament now. Actually,
Yeah, no,
understand,
I
I
want you.
understand.
I want you off
But,
my team.
okay. So
Big news.
what do
just
you? What's the
saw-
vibe you got on Q?
So the vibe I'm getting, their status is living life with a bardic forever. That gives me like bard vibes, caster vibes, cleric vibes.
Okay.
I don't know.
He is a bard in the Lost
And
Gods.
another big thing.
His favorite class is Bard. He
Mm.
is known for the Bards. Yep.
And I don't believe he's gonna play bard. I believe he's gonna do like a full 180 play rogue.
I feel like he's
Oh.
a bard again.
You think he's gonna play Rogue?
I believe he's gonna play rogue. And I got some more insider information that furthers my crayon eating vibe
Okay.
off of
Yeah.
Matthew. I
Yeah.
watched his Spotify go up, and I watched it go from Eminem to anime music with like.
I'm looking at the
Yeah,
same
that's
thing.
on-
I'm looking at the
180.
same thing. I'm looking at his Spotify right now. I
He's
just saw it
Iranian.
pop up.
Holy shit!
I
You
still
guys
haven't
are.
found this
on
person.
this.
He's
No.
under dropping the ball.
Yeah, no, he's
Matthew
not
Barton?
even. He's Matthew Barton's not offline. He's right there. Listen to the spot. Look for the bright yellow profile picture.
Yeah,
That's-
no, I was looking in the offline section.
So crayon eating paladin. Okay.
Mhm.
You think he's 180ing to? You think he was gonna 180 to a rogue? All right. And what about KOV, the third member?
Ooh, the about me of pog balls.
what? Dude?
What are you talking about?
It's about his pog
great.
balls.
That's
Jesus
great.
Christ.
He's playing a
Holy fucking shit!
shit.
Did you ever do that?
Pog-
He's playing a sophisticated wizard.
He's playing a sophisticated wizard. Okay.
I can see that.
He's playing sophisticated wizard or sorcerer. Maybe
Okay.
maybe even he's going the bard route.
Interesting.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't think he's too bard. I don't think he's good bard.
Okay, well,
I
I
don't-
believe
I don't
he's
know anybody
probably
well
gonna-
enough.
I'm assuming I don't know any of these people.
I can't tell you how accurate your read is or isn't because that's part of the little fun here we got.
Yeah, that's part of the fun.
Okay, next up.
I'm just gonna look back to this episode and then go through all my predictions and then compare it to the bracket
And
and, I'm
then
gonna see
see
if I'm right. And if
how
I am right, I'm
Bad I
gonna
got.
Alright.
I don't even care if we win the tournament. If I got at least 2 of my predictions right, I view that as a win.
Okay, yeah, solid. Next team NPC team called No Fail Faction.
That's
I
cringe.
feel like they're heretical.
They're a band of
That's
casters.
cringe.
They're
I
a
feel-
band of casters and
They're
artists.
either really,
They're
really
religious.
good or really, really bad.
I can tell you exactly what they are. They're a band of casters and artificers.
Yeah, I agree completely. Like just driven by religion only.
No,
No
no
fail faction.
barbarian or
They're snobby. They're
Yeah,
a
they're
mix of-
modern.
character.
They're like modern.
They're high elves. They're high elves.
Yeah. They're a mix.
Oh,
They're high elves.
They're
So
what?
snobby.
I play
It's snobby.
a high elf. They are high elves. At least one of them is a high elf.
I'd say they'd,
Okay.
I think they'd be snobby.
They're a mix of snobby priests,
Mhm.
clerics, paladins, and stuck-up brainiacs, casters, and artificers. That's exactly what they are.
Damn,
Well-
you guys okay?
What was your
100%
name again?
high elves.
One more time.
100%.
No Fail Faction.
No fail.
I feel like if they have like an intellectual entrance exam, I feel like they force you to you need to be able to read, write,
Bro, you
do
need-
do advanced math, and then write like a 5-page essay to get in.
to
Okay.
Let us-
join,
let
you
us-
have to
And then pass
get
an
a
and then pass an
100
interview
SAT.
process, and then be eligible for a loan somehow.
Let us-
That's what I
let
feel
us-
like.
Let us please not lose to this team in the first match of the tournament.
No.
That'll
Dude,
be
fucking
so fun.
imagine you lose to No Fail Faction round one.
Oh
I'd be
my
so
gosh.
mad. I'd be so
cry.
fucking mad.
Looks like you didn't pay back your loan.
I think they're loan sharks.
We need to take like exit interviews.
Dude.
No, I don't think we do. I think that'll be too much on me to do exit interviews. I might tag it, depending on how long episodes are. I might tag it at the end of an episode to interview a losing team member because I want each episode to be at least an hour. But if it's already like over an hour, I don't think I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
There is a chance because 3v3 won't last too long, so I might do an exit interview with it.
Yeah.
I won't do like a continuing interview because you're gonna see them more often, you know.
Mhm.
Okay, but next team is a player team called the Mavericks.
The Mavericks, are any of them online?
Hellster, Beethoven. I play
Beethoven.
video games. Not as good as an about me as play video game.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, hold on. Let's also go off their
Rose's Gun
their
and Tarl Chamberlain. This profile, it's screaming. It's screaming. Spellcaster.
You think?
Yes.
Okay.
The way you
wait,
said you think makes me think I'm wrong.
I'm thinking more. I'm actually thinking more paladin.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna say you think so no matter what you fucking said. That was. I'm like an NPC right now. My lines are pre-written.
DeAndre, I'm thinking more paladin.
Nah, I'm feeling spellcaster.
Mm,
Go on. So you're thinking Paladin or Spellcaster from Tarl Chamberlain.
Yeah, I'm thinking paladin. I think he's like virtuous.
Did you say what you thought of Beethoven?
Where's Beethoven?
Person with the name of
Beethoven's-
Beethoven. They're 100% not a spellcaster.
Okay.
The name,
Sure?
the name makes you think that they'd be a spellcaster.
No,
Beethoven?
DeAndre, not
I'm,
the
They are
I'm
name.
blanking on the
100%.
name.
They are definitely like a barbarian or something. That's what I learned from this.
Oh,
No,
I could, because
Beethoven,
it's-
you
of
think
death.
like light classical music, so you think of like
Yeah.
spellcaster. No, they're a barbarian, 100%.
well, no,
Or
I'm
fighter.
thinking
Or
barbarian
fighter.
too.
Barbarian or fighter, they're definitely like tank.
No, I'd say
They're
barbarian because classical music makes violence way better.
Mhm.
No. Listen to this. I personally believe they're a wild magic sorcerer. Or a wild magic barbarian. I think it's called wild something barbarian.
I
Well,
love
that's
wild
the
magic
wild magic.
barbarians.
Or something like that.
They're either the wild magic barbarian or wild magic sorcerer.
Wild magic is so fun to play.
I have no idea what that
Love
is.
Wild magic.
It basically makes everything random.
Yeah. No, you roll
That
and
sounds like fun.
something
actually.
random happens. It's so fun.
That sounds like
It
fun.
is really
I
fun.
played a wild magic barbarian in a one shot.
That sounds like a lot of
Mhm.
fun, actually.
Now Roaz, I personally believe, is gonna be playing a fighter.
Roas. Looking for them now.
Any
Oh,
reason for that?
with that name, I can back that 100%. Roez, that's
The
definitely
name.
the name of a fighter.
I mean, look at his
Definitely
profile
fighter.
picture. That
Yeah,
I say
that's a
so.
tank. That's a tank and a half. Come on.
You know who that is? The profile picture, right?
What?
I think that's Travis Touchdown, the profile picture.
Is it? Hold on, I'm double checking that.
I think it is. I might be wrong, but I thought it was.
You're
Also,
right.
another
Oh my
thing-
god.
Yeah.
Damn.
Another thing about the Mavericks, about Beethoven and specifically,
Mhm.
I'm getting another read, and it's gonna be some sort of ranger.
Okay.
That's what I'm feeling too. Either
Got it.
something to do with wild magic or ranger.
All right.
It's
All
gonna
right.
be. I'm gonna be so sad if I'm the only ranger in the tournament.
I don't think that's true.
Okay, bet.
Oh, when do we find out what team we're facing?
Oh, during the banquet,
Oh.
Oh,
you find out in character.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what people voted for. They wanted it. Originally, it was gonna be revealed here, right? On
Ah.
who you're fighting round one. But people wanted it to be an in-character reveal. So you've already talked to these characters before, and you know them, and then it's revealed to you who you're against,
Mhm.
which I think is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I love that.
wait, hold on. I was just thinking his name's Beethoven. What if he's
Yeah.
what if he's a bard, just straight up going for the name?
That's kind of lame. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I know, but what if
Yeah.
you know there could be a small chance that he goes with the name.
I've already thought of the perfect bard name. Beethoven is not it.
Yeah, I know,
What's the
but
perfect
like,
bard name?
What?
what's the perfect bard name?
What's the perfect
Perfect
name?
bard name? First name Ah, last name Capella.
That's good. That's good.
All
That's a
right,
good one.
you guys ready for the next team?
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
NPC team, the Misfits.
The Misfits.
Oh, they're a bunch of fucking morons.
They're a band of rogues.
I really
guaranteed.
hope we don't lose to one of these teams that we're saying like this.
Yeah, you've been trashing on every fucking team so far.
No. We haven't been trashing. Not
We've
every
been using
every-
context clues.
content.
Okay. So you think Misfits are a bunch of fucking idiots, essentially?
They're a band of rogues. That's it.
Rogues?
I
Rogues?
guarantee you, it's just a band of rogues.
Misfits doesn't sound like something that a barbarian would use.
It's a band of rogues and rangers.
No, but I feel like they'd be really powerful. I feel like they'd be powerful just because, you know, Misfits, they don't really fit in. They're above. They're like either like lower than everybody else or above
Or-
everybody else.
They're
give
misfits,
you their-
so none of them are alike. Maybe they're all something completely different from each other.
Ooh.
I'm gonna give you their exact rundown.
All right.
It's a rogue, ranger, and a warlock.
Rogue, Ranger, Warlock?
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps.
I can't say shit. So moving on. Next team, NPC team, Troublesome Threesome.
Oh my god.
Name.
This is a powerful team. I already know. It's
Yeah.
a powerful team. This is it's an NPC team.
Uh-huh.
You would make this a powerful team.
100%. You're like Zach would make.
Zach would make
feel- I
Troublesome
feel-
Threesome
and,
one of the most powerful teams in the tournament. One of the most
100%.
powerful
This
NPC
is-
teams.
Wait, can
Definitely.
NPC teams
Powerfully
multi-class?
They can do whatever I fucking want them to do.
Oh, they're
I feel like all of them multi-class. All of them have like runes of some kind.
they're all broken. Every
100%.
member on that team. If we go up against this team, we might lose. Like
No. I'm
this
getting-
is
I'm getting
this is
the vibe
one of
that if
the
we
most
go-
powerful teams.
No, I'm getting
for NPC.
the vibe that if we go up against this team, we will lose.
Yeah,
feel like-
I have a feeling that this is a powerful team. It
I don't-
might be.
I-
Imagine it's like the weakest team. We're just hyping them up.
The trouble. It's like it's like the troublesome threesome, was it?
Yeah, Troublesome
It's
Threesome.
the troublesome threesome. Just we're hyping them all up, and it's just three really short, like
Yeah.
whatever, it's just like waddling onto the battlefield.
We're rooting for them. They're the team to beat.
They're the team to be? Dude, you know what happens when you say that?
Oh,
They fucking lose when you
Oh,
say
no,
that.
no, not always. Not
Not
always.
always. Okay, this is the exception.
Sometimes the team to beat is the team to beat.
You're right. Sometimes the team to be is the team to be.
They're the
Alright.
They're the underdogs. That's what they are.
Okay.
They're an underdog team of NPCs.
I feel
That
like
are really
I feel
powerful.
like they would have a special move, you know?
Let them.
No.
Everyone's
I
gonna
feel like
think they're weak. They're gonna sweep through this tournament.
No, but,
Exactly.
no, but listen,
Oh,
listen to the
man.
name. I feel like they have like a synchronized special move, you know?
Yeah.
no.
Like the troublesome threesome.
We're
Like
all
I
level
think,
8.
yeah.
We're all level 8. They're gonna be level 10.
Yeah. No. There's.
No, they're all level A. I promise. Every character's level A.
They're
They're
winning the tournament.
confidence
I don't call
and
it.
mentality is level 10.
not even worth it. We may as well just yield on the battlefield as soon as it starts.
You see them, you're just like, well, we fucking quit.
Get out with
all
our
just
lives.
yell, like, spare us. We yield.
all right. The final team on your side of the bracket is Varen's Vanguard.
Ooh,
Is what? Say that again?
Varen's Vanguard.
Is this a
I
player,
feel like that's a very militaristic set.
is this a player team or a...
NPC.
NPC.
I sent you guys the full list now. You can see the full list.
Where's the list?
It's in our
Oh,
chat.
there it is. There it is. A lot of NPC
I-
team.
Are we going
Paladin
up?
team.
Oh, I thought we were going up all against NPCs. I was like,
This is definitely like an army guard kind of team.
yeah, no, 100%. I feel like
But here's the
Correct.
thing, though. Do we think Royal Guard or do we think
I'm thinking
Militant Guard?
royal, something like.
I'm
City.
thinking militia.
I'm thinking city guard. I think they're with the city.
I would go more with militia to be honest. Because Vanguard, I feel like the city would be more dignified. The Royals would be way better, but then
I
Vanguard
feel
is like,
if it was royal,
If it helps, there's no royals in the city. It's nobles.
oh,
There's
there's
no royal family.
okay.
Oh yeah.
So then
I'm-
definitely,
Sorry.
I'd say definitely there's some sort of like militaristic power that. I feel
Like-
like their dynamic as a team would be like a not a general, but like a captain, like an actual like
the
army.
leader, and then the other
Yeah,
two.
I feel like there'd be like a lieutenant and then two subordinates.
Yeah. I
Okay.
feel like this
okay.
is like a very rigid, organized team.
Yeah, 100%.
Like no
Like they
one's
have
doing
strategies planned out.
Thing. This is like a sports team. Every move is already planned out. They have it like drawn down. It's like
Yeah.
war strategies to them.
hmm
I have a feeling that's
Interesting.
what's
Like they'll pinpoint our weaknesses and then go for it.
yeah.
Like, they'd adapt their battle tactics to the current environment.
We gotta be careful against them. If they know Blitzkrieg, we could be in danger.
I don't know what that is.
You know what Blitzkrieg is?
No,
I have no idea.
World War
No.
II was the Germans used to take France in like a week.
Yeah, it's the rush thing.
Fuck, I don't know what that is. Hold on.
It's like super
Did you not-
fast attack.
I know. Is that...
Did you not study World War II in high school?
No.
It's-
I did
What the
not.
fuck?
No.
That's
I-
all they talk about in high
No,
school.
no.
No. The only thing we talk about in high school is the Native Americans, dude. That's all I
Oh my
talked
God.
about in high school.
I was gonna ask what fucking high school did you go to, but that's information you
Yeah,
probably
no.
should not.
Oh, I
Count?
don't. I don't care.
Dox yourself. Yeah, no. In my high school, World War II we spent a day on it. That was it.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Over it.
It was like, oh, by the way,
Literally.
like,
Freshman year was world history.
you learned about
Sophomore
world
year.
history?
Yeah.
I
I've-
did world history as well.
No, I only learned about like U.S. history forever.
Okay, enough about
Enough-
fucking
yeah,
high
history
school. No one gives a shit about your high schools. I'll be real with you. Everyone fucking hates high school. Let's be fucking honest. Okay, I think there's like
I love
one
high
high
school.
school team
I
in this
fucking
entire
love
tournament.
high school.
All right, let me ask this question. You guys gave your thoughts on all of them.
Mhm.
If you had to pick a team that you wanted to go up against, whether it's because you want the challenge, you think it'll be fun to fight against, or you think you can just beat them, which would you pick? Which
Oh,
one
the
would
ball.
you want to be against?
I would
one?
Dropping the ball, 100%.
If
Dropping
I
the ball,
were-
okay.
If I were to pick a team that I think we would sweep, it's the no fail faction.
Okay.
If I were to
I'm
pick
talking
a
about
team
pure fun factor right now. Dropping the
that
ball.
would definitely beat us, it would be the troublesome threesome.
Okay.
And if
okay.
I were to pick a team that seems like the most fun to fight, like a good fight, like a close fight,
Yeah.
I would say maybe the Mavericks because they're a player team.
Mhm.
I'm thinking.
So is dropping the ball.
I know. I just feel like the Mavericks they might have more to their team.
You know, actually, I'm gonna change my answer.
Well, based on what I think, because I have no idea who's on their team. So
Yeah.
there's no way for me to know who has more on their team.
That's fair.
I'm gonna change my answer for the most fun. I'd say just the Varen's Vanguard, just because like they'd be very militaristic, like organized structure, and then there's us three, and I feel like we'd be able to like fuck with them a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd just do
They're-
like some like stupid stuff like
They're
out of
organized.
nowhere for no reason. No, there's no tactic behind it. It's just like, oh, I'll just pop a squat right here for no reason,
Yeah.
and
But
they
I,
just throw them off.
I feel like a very organized team could be our downfall. Because like if
I-
we're each doing our own thing and they're organized, they could all like start. They could just take us down one by one. I feel like
You're right. What if they're all paladins?
we
'Cause-
definitely need some organization.
You guys keep thinking there's a lot of all paladin
Well, I mean,
teams, huh?
okay, think about it. It's militaristic. It's a It's Veron's. It's
It's-
Veron's Vanguard.
I feel like it's gonna be like soldier type people. I don't think it's gonna be spellcasters. I think it's gonna be like
I'd say one paladin, at least a ranger, and
maybe someone with like a bow in the back, and then the other two are like swords
yeah.
right up in your face.
They're gonna be the stock image of our team.
They're a mirror image of our team. Yeah.
They're just a bit better because I'm running all of them, so I have to optimize their builds. I know what I'm doing.
You took our characters and just made them better, and you're playing them against us.
Yeah, you know that's Salaman right there. You know,
Yeah.
you got Borges, and then you got Map. You know, that's the team. That's Varen's Vanguard right there. They fight for Varen. Okay. So I didn't fucking get Will's answer. What team do you want to fight?
The team I want to fight.
Mhm.
For the one that we sweep, I think we just sweep the Misfits. Because in my head, they're just a bunch of scrawny kids. And
Oh, maybe that's the high school team he was talking about.
I mean a player team of high school students.
Ah.
Wait, is there one?
There is one player team that has high school students. Yeah,
The one I think be the
but like not
most
like in real
fun-
life. Like in real life, I'm not in game characters.
Yeah, no, I got that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The one
Sure,
that
sure.
we'd lose to would either be the troublesome threesome,
Definitely.
or maybe if to pick a player team would be dropping the ball.
I see
Because
that. I see that.
Yeah.
They seem wild.
Yeah.
'Cause, you know, sometimes the crayon eating vibes get a bit overpowering. And they're a bit scary.
Oh yeah. Marines. It's like Marines.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No.
Crayon eaters.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Dude,
No
the
offense
Marine-
to any Marines.
No, dude,
So-
the Marines are awesome. They were the only faction of the U.S. Army that was asked by PETA to stop drinking Cobra blood. It's awesome.
That's fucking insane. So the agreed upon consensus is we do not want to fight troublesome threesome.
With all
No, dude.
I really hope they're as strong as we're saying they are. For our sake and their sake, I hope they're like.
It'd be really embarrassing if they end up just being a fucking like, oh man, they got their ass handed to
super
them.
weak. Like they just get.
No, but
first
I
round.
feel like the troublesome threesome are like really, really organized. You know, like they could have like this power move where like two of them stand and then they launch another one above us. Like you know,
Like Power Rangers?
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like they could have like this one really synchronized move, like a combination move. You know, I mean they're all called the troublesome threesome. It sounds like they've been practicing together.
Dropping the ball kind of sounds like they're overcompensating. They're trying to make themselves sound weak to get people to think that they're incredibly strong. They might be incredibly strong, but I feel like they might just be like above average, and they're like,
Mid.
not mid, above.
No,
average.
I say
No.
dropping the ball would wipe. I not wipe, but I say they'd put a challenge 100.
I don't think any player team is going to be mid. I think every player team is going to be pretty good and a pretty good fight. I don't think there's going to be any bad players.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, because it was all made by different people, not just
Yeah.
Zach. No offense to you. I know you put effort into that.
No, it's all good. I have to make them unique somehow, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
No,
there's going to be teams that are weaker than others.
Because
Yeah.
And I've openly admitted that every quarter of the bracket has one NPC team that I think is stronger than the rest.
yeah, and,
Then let's
and
figure out who that
for our quarter, that is the troublesome threesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
100%.
You guys think Troublesome Threesome is
is.
the
100%.
problem?
I really hope, for all we're hyping them up, that they are the strongest NPC team on our side of the bracket.
I wouldn't be mad losing to them just because of their name.
That's
I wouldn't be mad.
Because we're hyping them up so much, if we lost to them, we could just say it was expected.
Yeah.
We expected it.
Yeah.
We
Mhm.
can't be disappointed because we expected it. But for every other team, we gotta win. We gotta win.
Shit, how am I gonna tell you guys these are level 2s?
What?
What?
No, I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you. They're not level 2. Holy fucking shit.
If they're level 2s, let them join our team. We'll help them to victory.
I honestly
Oh my
now thinking about it, I feel like the Mavericks. You know, the Mavericks is a powerful name.
I
You're gonna be
think
good, okay.
they're gonna be our hardest fight.
Okay. So the agreed upon consensus is you guys want to fight. You think you can fucking destroy No Fail Faction.
Yeah.
You think the both player teams will be a fun challenge. You think you'll destroy the Misfits. You think Troublesome Threesome and Varen's Vanguard will be difficult fucking fights.
Yes.
No, I feel
And
like
Blood Drop Brotherhood is
Vanguard would be
non-existent.
fun.
In this tournament, I don't think you're gonna make it easy for any player team.
Yeah. No.
I will be real with
think-
you. I'll be totally honest with you. Yes, you are correct. I'm not going to play them optimized. I'll play them by the personalities I designed for them, right? But with that being said, I still created a team with synergy in mind. And sometimes I just created things because I thought, hey, this would be kind of fun if I threw this shit together. Or I'm like, yeah, this fits thematically.
Oh no.
But there are teams made where I consider their combat and their synergy together.
Yeah.
Which are obviously scarier ones.
Because it's a lot easier to have 3 people working together when they're controlled by the same person.
Oh, for sure. I know what I'm doing.
Trying to work together
Like Frankenstein.
is pretty difficult, yeah.
Mhm.
With three different characters trying to work together on one solid team. It's very difficult. You were able to build the teams like with the fact that there's like 3 people on them. Like you're able to build them optimized because you're one person. You know exactly.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
I understand how to make them at least good.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think there's any team in the tournament that's maybe there's one because it was funny. There was one that I made that was kind of funny. So I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna keep that. But even them, they're not totally fucking terrible. I'll be real with you. Like I don't think there's any team I have in this tournament that I created that are pushovers. You have to earn your round 2 spot.
Yeah.
I fully believe that.
Bolstering the Misfits. It's like bolstering their name now.
The NPCs are going to be difficult, but I still think the most difficult battles we'll have are, besides of
People?
course the troublesome threesome, are the player teams. I
No,
feel
100%.
player
Well,
teams.
actually, I don't know, because remember, the NPC teams are basically a hive mind.
They are, yeah.
They're
Do keep in
basically a
mind,
hive
do keep in mind, as a DM, I do have a bit of experience
Exactly.
in playing characters not optimized.
Yeah.
In terms of, they'll be playing like player level AI, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they'll also be playing how their characters would play. If there's something that they would do that's not optimized, but their personalities would do, I'm gonna do that.
I know, but it's also scary the fact that you're basically, when playing as the NPCs, it's like playing chess, but like 5 steps ahead at all times.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the scary part. That's the scariest part about
Player
this.
teams, the player teams have more to fight for because there's
Mhm.
like actual people behind every character. Everyone wants the round 2 spot. Everyone wants to progress. They're gonna fight harder than the NPCs, I think.
Mhm.
I'm rooting for every player team, I'll say that openly. I don't want the NPCs to move on. I want you guys to kick my ass, But of course, it's easier said than done.
Because everyone built their characters for a tournament. I don't think there's a single player character that is going to be weak. I think they're all going to be strong in their own way, and it's going to be a very difficult battle against all of them. Unless we end up going up against a team that is like just unlucky. Like we happen to be the perfect counter for their team.
I feel really bad.
Unless
What would you even fucking counter? What would you even counter?
I don't even know, but like if we happen to go up against a team and we
Like 3 spellcasters?
if it was like 3
wizards?
wizards on the team, like I feel like that's the only way that
Okay, I can fucking tell you there's not 3 wizards on that team. I can fucking tell you that. I can't fucking imagine a player team or even my team that would be 3 wizards. I fucking hate wizards, bro. I'm not gonna make more wizards. That'd be terrible. That'd be actually terrible. Anyways, at this point we're at the end. No, one more question, sorry. On a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you on a scale of 1 to 10 to win this entire thing?
Oh, I'm a 2, 100%.
A 2?
For me, myself, and I.
Okay, well, you are new, that's fair.
Yeah.
I think a solid 6.
A 6?
7.
Okay. 6,
what,
7?
was it 1 to 10? How much do you think we're gonna win?
Yeah, the entire thing.
8.
8! Shit, dude, you're confident.
Someone's got to pull the confidence up.
Okay, so you get the morale boost, You're like, yeah, we got this.
If we have low expectations, we're gonna meet them. We need to have high expectations if we want to climb high.
Fair enough.
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
if we want to win, we have to expect to win.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's fair enough.
totally fair.
If we
So we
expect
have low
to lose,
expectations,
we're never gonna win.
realist, high expectations.
I just feel bad because I did get good rolls, and I had no idea I got good rolls of it originally. And it's the equivalent of my situation right now is like giving like a big ass gun to a 5-year-old. Like they have no idea what they're doing, and if they shoot it, they're just gonna go flying back.
Don't worry, your parents are here to teach you, the 5-year-old, how to shoot the gun. Your parents are DeAndre.
I don't want
Will, by the
DeAndre
way.
as my parent. I do not want him as my parent.
You get him as a parent. Who's the dad? Will or DeAndre? Who's dad?
I am not a parent. I'm kind of in the same situation. I've only had one campaign.
Oh boy, you got 2 5-year-olds. Okay, Will, you're the dad now.
Okay, that's fine.
Teach these kids how to shoot guns. That's your new job.
I'd give my baby a Glock.
There you
I'm
go.
not talking
You're already
about Glock.
prepared.
I'm not talking about Glock. I'm talking about Smith and Wesson, bro.
Bro,
Mm,
I'm not
I'm
a fucking gun
talking-
nerd. I don't know
I'm
what the fuck
talking
that
about
is.
a Civil War cannon.
Oh, you see, now I know what that is. I'm not.
No,
I
I'm talking
understand
about
it's more.
I'm talking about Dirty Harry's gun, bro.
I'm talking
You're not
Okay,
ready for the
but
cannon yet? I got a musket on my wall though.
anyways, we're at the point of the podcast where we're pretty much we're good with the interview. This is actually one of the longer ones. Actually, we almost hit 2 hours. You guys had a lot to talk about,
This is 2 hours?
dude. Yeah, it's almost been fucking 2
Oh
hours.
yeah, no, we started at like 10 something.
9:30. You started at 9:30.
That's
Oh
insane.
wow, wait, yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Just
No. This is you guys are one of the long ones. Yeah. The reason is you spent a long time talking about every team, and it's been a lot of fun with that.
yeah.
I will say, if people want to find you, if they watch this interview and be like, damn, I like these fucking idiots, right? Where can they go find you? Plug yourself right now. Give yourself some credit, you know?
Oh, no.
You have any social media you want to plug? Any projects you want to plug?
Not really.
You don't? No? Okay.
I mean,
Will? DeAndre?
maybe in the distant future, if I ever decide to start selling my fantasy world maps, I'll have something to plug.
Dude, you're fucking insane with that
You know,
shit.
I can vouch for him. He makes fucking
I
great
saw
maps.
it. I fucking saw it.
I've seen
It
him
was
make them.
incredible.
If
He
I
makes it at class. It's awesome.
it's gonna be great because I mean I draw these things on Microsoft Whiteboard on my laptop, and it just comes together so nicely.
Bro, if I ever do a fucking
they're
campaign, I'm
beautiful.
sitting down with DeAndre and he's gonna build a map for
Yeah,
me.
no,
okay?
because
So if you see map art of a campaign in the future, it's gonna be DeAndre
Yeah.
who made the map for sure. Okay, but yeah, if you guys don't have anything to plug, Will, you don't want to plug anything? Yeah,
No, I'm good.
I may have something
Okay.
to plug in the future.
in the future.
In the future.
All right, yeah, we're at the end then. Thank you guys so much for sitting down for these past 2 hours. Time's flown by. Honestly,
fun.
did not know it was 2 hours. I looked over. I'm like, shit, we started around like 9:30, didn't we? But yeah, that's everything. Do you have any questions to end it off or no?
Not really.
Time schedule wise, when do you think the banquet will be?
The banquet is being planned right now to be around the 3rd week of January.
Okay, that is right about when my second semester starts.
When do we get off break again?
15th, I think.
15?
17th.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of people are starting their school then, but I'm pretty sure no one is concerned. I don't think I've heard
Yeah,
anybody
no.
being like,
I-
it's just
I'd
starting
much
school time
rather
again.
have this at the beginning of a semester than the end.
And
Yeah.
I'll tell you, it'll probably be filming through January through February,
Mhm.
and hopefully it'll all start being posted in February, March.
So when will
Okay,
the
cool.
first rounds of the tournament be?
Well, okay, let's assume I'm starting to post March, right? I'm posting every single interview in 1 month, right? And then afterwards, it'll be a weekly series.
Okay.
Okay.
So the first 4 weeks are the banquet, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
So the 5th week of going into this will be, so if assuming we start March, it'll be around the end of April, early May is when the round 1 starts.
Oh wow. Right around my
Which-
birthday.
You know, it's pretty far, but if you guys who do a lot of D&D projects probably understand, you know, when you plan something for D&D, it usually takes a while to get to that point.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, I first heard about this tournament like at the beginning of the summer. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, this was originally planned. This was originally planned to be recorded in September for the 1 year anniversary of that campaign.
yeah.
But it didn't end up happening, and then I couldn't get the people, and it's just been delayed, and now it's December 2022, and we are sitting here recording the interviews all in this month, best we can. But yeah, so I don't fucking care who you tell, you know, hype it up, go tell your fucking grandma, for all I care. Yeah, get whoever you want to support this thing, because this is gonna be awesome. You know, it's such a big fucking, it's big for me, 30 fucking players, it's a big community event.
The amount of hours you
that's
put
what I-
into this is huge. You should be proud of yourself.
Yeah, no. Thank you.
Honestly.
I've honestly put my blood, sweat, tears, cum, all that shit into this. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
whoa, come on, man.
Wait, hold up. Put your what?
Save some for the rest
And-
of us.
And you don't want me to talk about my toe.
No, yeah, no, your toe. no, cum is fine, but your toe, oh man, no.
Yeah, that shit
I
was
don't know, I got-
a Woodward Splinter.
Ah, fucking Splinter. Okay, I'm gonna end it here. If you guys want to end your final notes, say it now, and I'm gonna end in like 5 seconds. So say something. Go.
Goodbye.
That's what I said.